everybody, welcome here, welcome back, whatever the case may be. I apologize for the backlighting. I'm just trying to whip a face on, and I wanted to try a couple of things, so I thought, well, I'm going to make sure that I record that. So I'm going to start with my basic. I have no moisturizer on or anything. I'm just going to try some things. Going out with my friend Kelly for coffee. We haven't done that in a few weeks, so it'll be the first time this year that we're doing that. So I think I'm going to take that and I'm going to put a little pump of my NYX Pale into that and make my little custom formula for the winter time. Right? It's just a better tonal quality for me with the BB cream. And it just evens out my skin tone. That's all it does. Because I have a lot of freckles, and I don't hide them. I don't do like a full coverage or anything. I don't mind them being there. When I was younger, I hated my freckles. I'll just tell you that right now. Hated them with a vengeance. Not just the ones on my face, but on my shoulders and everything else. And all I ever wanted was them just to turn one solid color so that when all the freckles were there, I was just a solid pigment. But that was never the case. They're all different sizes and different tones and just the way it goes. But as you grow, you realize things like that are really not important in the overall scheme of things. It is so much more important to be healthy and I would say happy, but if you're getting unhappy because of something so superficial, then you really should, hang your happiness on something more substantial. So there we go. I have that on. Now the thing I wanted to try was taking my eyelash curler, and I am going to, sure, I got that stuck in right now. Always the way. So I'm going to take my black from my skeleton clown, put it on my stamping brush, because that's what I have black on anyway. And I'm going to put that on the end here of my and I'm just going to put that right in here, right, and see if that, see, I don't think I got that in the right spot. I don't think I got that. You know what, I'm gonna do it with what I've done, because that's what I've done, and I'm just gonna see if I can find a way to make it work. Do the same thing on this side. Put that here. I have a feeling I didn't do that right to begin with, but it does. Let me just make sure that's all stamped on that good. Okay, so that puts that there. It's kind of a strange thing, because that's not really meant to be eyebrows. I think they're supposed to be down in here. Yeah, that's where they're supposed to be. So maybe I will try and use that as eyebrows. Yeah, I've already made a mess. So let's see if I can do this. Yeah, they're supposed to go into, I don't know how I got it on top of my brow bone. They're supposed to be in there. Yeah. Right? They're supposed to be here, and then that gives me more lid space. So that is kind of funny. But we're just going to take that and take that a little bit away. Let's see, can I fix that? We'll see what I can do. And of course, using the black is really messy. Now, I suppose it could be done with something other than black, too. Yeah. Maybe I need to take that right away. Let's take all of that off and start again. Sometimes you just have to. Normally I try to learn from what I've done and just make it work, but I have a feeling this is just one of those times that it's better to just take that off and start again because I'm not so far along. Now I'm starting with less than a pristine surface. That's okay. Let me try this again. No, not me. It will do. Now, trying again. Okay, putting this on here. So at least I know that it will stamp. Okay, let's see. Try and keep it out of. Try and keep it in the socket. So I'm trying to put it right in here in the socket. Ooh. So it's there. So again, trying to make sure it stays right in the socket. Oh yeah, that works so much better. Okay, now the other thing they said to do was, before you smoke that out in any way, to take my liner. Now, I think I'm going to try it with this liner. And you're supposed to put it in here. And I'm going to try and that's interesting as a technique. Hopefully this does not ruin my eyelash, but I don't think it will. So that puts the liner here, and it actually keeps it really close to the lash line, which is nice. Because normally if I put this on my lid, there goes my lid space, all of it. And I'm just going to connect those right there. And there we go for that part of the eye. So now I just need to do one more thing apparently, and that is to take a bit of a bone color or something on the paler side. But I think just for the contrast and so I can see it, I'm going to use the white from my skeleton clown. Is that the white one? Yeah. We're going to see. Okay, so that is that part done. And I'm just going to take my, probably have color on here, which I probably don't want, but there we go. Like that. So that's kind of the look that those go with. So I think I'm just going to go and put on some eyebrows to go with that. And I think I will just use my lift and snatch. One is, are you my lift and snatch? Oh, you're my epic pen. There's my lift and snatch. That's what I'm doing for eyebrows. And I think that means I need to put on some white under there then too. There we go. So that's what I'm doing there.
Attention à ta queue, mon petit gars. Oui, attention à ta belle petite queue là. Bon, merci.
So now we just have a little bit more of a shadow to that. So I don't know. I think that's kind of probably where I will end this. It's like weird not having any glitter or anything on, but I just wanted something different today, and this fulfills that bill. Now I do think though, I do want, no, I don't want the gray white. Do I want gray white in here? Or no? It's a little less dark than a white. Will do. And that's about all. So I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves